Alright guys, it's Jake from Team Insanity. The rumors are true. We have one. Yeah, we got one, and we're going to be giving this away on our YouTube channel. Giveaway details coming in a few months or two, whenever we do the review. Don't ask when this gun is being given away because we don't even know yet. We have to give away the Proto Rail Maxed first, but we will be giving this gun away eventually. We're going to get some footage of it, use it, review it, and then we'll give it away. No idea when that date will come. It depends upon how fast we use it. Secondly, I have not opened this and touched the gun yet, so I haven't even formed opinion, so you're going to see my first reactions on me opening this, informing my opinion. But I'm just going to let you know is that I did not like the Etek 4 as a disclaimer, and also I'm not a Planet Eclipse nutsack fan. And what I mean by that is by the Planet Eclipse fans that say that their Eagle 11 shoots better than a Lux or a GTI or is the smoothest thing on the market, and Planet Eclipse is the best gun company ever, and they've only shot in one gun, and it's a GO1. So I'm a Planet Eclipse nutsack fan that believes in everything out there and that kind of stuff. So believes Planet Eclipse is the holy grail of paintball. So first things first, amazing packaging by Planet Eclipse. You get the top-notch quality here. Very, very good hard case. Also, I like the color of this damn thing. This thing is smoking hot. But yeah, you don't have to buy a case. Next thing that I like is the barrel cover. Very strong, durable barrel cover. You might be saying, what's the big deal in that? But I mean, if you look at what dye gives you, even in their $1,500 markers, you're not getting this quality of a barrel cover. You get the shaft 4 barrel. Is it marked what bore size this is? Let me see if they marked it. They didn't actually mark it. I believe it's a 691 if I read up right. But yeah, this is not marked. I believe it's a 691. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not exactly sure. A lot different milling than Nick's LV1. Just different in general. Yeah. Wow, this is a big manual. Big Etek 5 manual. Of course, Planet Eclipse is going to give you the best, highest quality. This is some really good paper. Some nice colored, full colored manual, which is really good. They have a drop-in OLED board. They talk about it in here. Lastly, I want to find the page. I think it's in here. I'm almost 100% sure. But someplace in here, they show you, here it is. They have an O-ring sizer right here. So they actually give you the correct sizes of all the O-rings on here. And this is the picture matches the actual size of the O-ring. So if you're in here and your gun's leaking and there's troubleshooting problems in here and you're just like, oh, wonder what O-ring it is, or that kind of thing, you can go into your huge spare parts kit that I'll get into in a second, and you can tear this all, you can look and match up what O-ring is what. So you know what O-ring that you're actually replacing, because some of them are very similar, like the rammer back looks like the same as the valve plug. So, you know, it takes the guessing out of it. I definitely like the color-coded O-rings more, but that's very, very nice that they put that in the back of the manual. Next thing, huge spare parts kit. Let me see, we have an extra bolt tip, I believe that is, extra detents, extra, I don't even know what that is, extra screws. I don't even know why they send you I don't even know why they send you this Etek 5, because they give you enough to build your own gun like 5,000 times right here. Also, you get the nice Planet Eclipse gun oil. By the way, whoever wins the giveaway, you're going to get all of this stuff minus the O-rings if we ever do use them. Very, very nice full Allen key set right here. Very nice by Planet Eclipse. Also, amazing packaging nonetheless. I mean, it's just, of course, something that you would expect. Now, I don't know what the big hype is about this gun, because a lot of people thought it was going to be the LV1. It's not the LV1. The LV1 is definitely a lot better, I should say. The LV1 is unique because it has a lever valve design. If you guys don't know what that is, that's why they call it LV, lever valve. It's definitely not your traditional pop-it style gun. Now, if you expect to have to buy an Etek 5 and it shoot like an LV1, you're going to be a little bit disappointed because they didn't put the lever valve in this gun. And the reason why, you'll never see them putting the most up-to-date things in their Eteks. Like, you know, you're not going to find stuff, all the things that makes the LV1 and an Etek. The reason why is that then there's no point in buying the LV1, their higher priced gun, and why would you buy the higher priced gun if you get it in the lower priced gun? That'd be stupid. So you're not going to get everything that you do in the LV1. So there's no lever valve in here. It's not going to shoot like an LV1. An LV1 is very, very specific. If you put one in my hands blindfolded, I'll be able to know what it is because it's something that it shoots very, very unique, and it's something very, very different that no one has ever really, you know, made before. The other thing that I really like about this Etek 5, like I said, I absolutely, for the price that the Etek 4 came in, I did not like it. I'll be honest, to me, it was trash. The only thing that I really liked about it was the trigger. I did enjoy the trigger on it, and I also did enjoy that you could put all the Etek, or all the not LV1, all the Eagle 11 bolts into the Etek 4, if I remember correctly. So all the hush bolts, the dart kits, the Kier 4s, all that stuff could go into it, made by the manufacturer, which was a big plus for me. That was actually really cool. But I did not like the Etek 4 other than that. It had a nice trigger, terrible barrel. It sounded like a cannon. Instead of pew-pew, is can pa-pow, 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 and you have to wear earmuffs because it sounds like there's someone doing construction in the woods. It was a jackhammer. It was loud, and it was just, I did not like it. Hopefully when I take this out and shoot it for the first time, that's different. Trigger right away feels a little bit cheap. Feels like a Planet Eclipse trigger. Definitely feels a lot cheaper than the Etek 4 trigger. I like that Etek 4 trigger. Feels really cheap. Doesn't feel like a die trigger. Doesn't feel like a Bob Long trigger. It feels definitely cheap. Grips, wow. The ergonomics, I could get used to it. Definitely not my favorite, but I could definitely get used to it. Now, the thing is that this has with the LV1 has is the integrated LPR. Okay, this is one of a kind, and the reason why I like this is I'll show you on the G6R over here. Is that with an LPR right here, it's kind of hard to wrap your thumb around it's uncomfortable to wrap your thumb around the barrel because you have this big giant freaking LPR just hanging out right here. So it's hard to wrap your thumb around the barrel, and quite frankly, it's not comfortable. It doesn't fit in the hands right. And I'm a spool kind of guy, and that's how it's comfortable for me, is wrapping my hand around the barrel. So being able to have, I just feel like I have a lot of control that way. So for Planet Eclipse to integrate the LPR like that, I think that's fucking awesome. It feels a lot better than, it feels really comfortable up here. I feel like I have really, really good control. So right away, the ergonomics is better. Grip frame is for sure 10 out of 10, not as fat as the Etek 4. It still is beefy. It's definitely not a die ultralight. Here I'll show you compared to the back of a G6R that it is a little bit fatter. So if you have bigger hands, that's not a big deal. I have really small hands, and it's definitely a step up. They're getting better with their grip frames on the back. But yeah, it's definitely a lot better than what it used to be. I'm still trying to get used to the front. Yeah, the trigger, I don't like the trigger at all. I'll have to adjust this. The trigger feels really cheap. Oops ASA, one of my favorite ASAs other than the pops. Planet Eclipse nails it with their ASAs. The thing that I don't like about the die ASAs is that at first when you get them, they're confusing nonetheless. The first time I ever used a die ASA, it was trouble. And it's just, if your hands are oily, if you got paint and stuff all over your hand, it's still easy to turn on and off. There's no little lever you have to fight to turn, no little itty bitty lever. It's not bad at all. Clamping feed neck, of course, it seems a lot smaller than like the 3.1s or the GO3s or 2.1s, like I don't know, it just might be me. Now what they did is they put the same exact bolt as the LV1 in here, and they put the 3.5 bolt tip on this. Nick, it's not interchangeable, right?
No, that one has a smaller circumference.
Okay, so this is, Nick tried it with his LV one. That was my biggest question, is that they said it was the same exact bolt, and Nick says that they're not interchangeable. So that's a little bit weird to me. I wonder if this would fit like the old traditional Ego 11s or that kind of stuff. Maybe if we can get our hands on an Ego 11, we can see. It has the nice, same exact zinc rammer as the LV1 from what I've heard. So, I mean, you have some LV1 upgrades in here, but again, it's still not going to shoot like an LV1 because it doesn't have the lever valve in here. That's what makes the LV1 so special. You can put a bolt in the same exact rammer and give it the front ergonomics of an LV1, but that doesn't mean it's going to shoot like an LV1. So for you guys that are uneducated a little bit about the Etek, it's not going to shoot exactly like an LV1. Like I said, it's a very specific, very different feel to it. Nice anodizing. I don't like the barrel tip, the non-anodizing. But yeah, big bore back. I don't like this trigger at all. It's turned on. I wish they would have went the old LED. It had air in it, you dick. No laser eyes. So other than that, I don't know. I guess I'll just have to take it out and shoot it and see how I feel. We'll have Nick and I will shoot it. We'll give our opinions after we shoot it. We have a G6R over here, which is going to be one of its main top competitors, because considering that the G6R, like a 2K11 G6R used, I can find those for $400 all day on the BSTs. This is priced a little bit more than that. So we're going to shoot it next to a G6R. Nick, do you have your LV1 here? No, Nick didn't bring his LV1. It doesn't matter because, like I said, it doesn't shoot anything like an LV1. In the actual review, we'll get a bunch of poppet valve guns laid out, like the Dangerous Power FX, the G6R, Nick's LV1, I don't know, whatever guns that we can find laying around. And we'll have like a sort of a sound signature, kick signature, sort of show you how it is. But right now, we're just going to do the G6R because that's what we have at the moment. So, without further ado, I say we let's air this bad boy up and we can shoot it. So, okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot the Etek for. I might shoot you in the nuts. I'm gonna shoot the Etek real quick, and then we'll do the sound signature. I'm gonna shoot it, and I'm gonna tell you about my first impressions of it. So, ooh, ooh, oh, break. Ooh. Damn, that shit's a lot nicer. Like, that's so much nicer. Alright, so now we're going to do the sound comparison. Sorry, it's a little bit windy out here. We're in the middle of a snowstorm. It's Christmas night. It's
Christmas Eve.
Yeah, it's Christmas Eve. It's
like
almost Christmas right now. So we're doing this on fucking Christmas for you guys. Ditching our family to make YouTube videos. So go ahead, shoot the... No. I'm breaking paint. This thing is breaking paint.
I think it's our paint's too big.
It won't be too big. Here, let me see. Why is this breaking paint? This thing won't stop breaking paint. So which one's louder?
That one has like more of a snap at the end of it.
Yeah, this thing's breaking paint like no, I don't know what it is, but it's breaking paint. I think that the G6R is quieter. I don't know. Well, it has a better shot quality. I don't know. This thing's not shooting.
Before it chopped paint, that they sounded almost the same. That just had a little more like a pop or a snap at the end of it.
So,
tasty.
There's still paint in it. Can you blow that out?
What am I?
I can't blow it because of my wisdom teeth.
Voice it up.
This thing almost feels like it's not at velocity. I don't know, we'll have to check it out right out of the box. It's being a little funny. We think the G6R is a little bit quieter in the full review. We'll definitely get more into it, but yeah. Flamethrower. Stop it.
Spraying paint all over my new sweatshirt.
So that's what happens with an Etek in cold weather. And this paint wasn't stored outside. You can see G6R could shoot it. But yeah, thanks for watching. Full review coming soon. We'll get some gameplay and stuff. So hopefully I can figure out what's wrong with this.